So here from Panama, just got in Panama today. I arrived this morning and I didn't sleep all night, so I was really tired. And I thought I'd just sleep a few hours when I finally get to my hotel. And here I am. So I want to wish everybody a happy new year before I drink too much and then forget where I am and where I'm going. So I'm joking, everybody. Stay safe, don't drink too much, and have a good time, have fun, and I hope when you get all the blessing that you want for this next new year. And here's a little bit of my view. You can see much in here. All right, so I'm going to tell you all about Panama a little bit from what I've seen so far. So, my impression is not at all what I expected. Of course, haven't gone to Central yet, haven't gone to the beach, haven't seen the canal yet, so yeah, there's a lot more that I'm gonna see. What I have seen so far is that we drove through the ocean, passing through, leaving the airport, coming back here, and I'm in a hotel called Backpacker Inn, and it's right next to a lot of hotels, good ones and bad ones, and dirty streets, and a lot of stores with kids everywhere, and it seems to me a lot of cops too. It seems to me that it seems very scary here and safe, and people are not allowing people in their store. That's how scary it might be. Anyway, so I thought that Panama was more laid back. Not I knew that it was a little more expensive than Colombia, but I did not expect that it would be um, that annoying to go there because I literally am just hopping from one country to another, and I didn't think it was going to be a big deal. I have traveled so many places before, so many countries, and I've traveled countries so much further. Who should have asked me so many more questions. Um, who I should have waited way longer in the immigration line and deal with way more than here I am going from Colombia to Panama, and I'm being asked tons of questions. I'm being asked to throw my suitcase because it wasn't even big. It was this very tiny suitcase. It just didn't conform, with what they say you can have. Um, so that's the first thing. Then they call every single person by name at the airline, instead of just going through like a few people they have to ask questions and up. Let's go through gate officers. Every single person to come to the front, and every single person's gonna be asked where you going, what you doing, what do you have? Let me see your bags and all. So it takes another hour just to get in the plane, which I wasn't expecting that. I was flying with Wingo Airline. I believe this is my second time with Wingo Airline, which I remember when I booked it online, I thought it was one of those sub places um, where you get discounts and then you go through the airline. I did not actually think it was an actual name of an airline, but Wingo Airline is actually an airline. It's a beautiful plane, very spacious, a lot of space for your legs, and nice seat, but no plugs for your phone, no screen, no, not even a TV in the center or in the middle, and not even a water. So that's kind of weird. It's kind of like the old plane where they were looking for your comfort, and uh, you know, we didn't have the TV back then. We didn't have the USB, charger back then. We didn't require all this stuff. We just wanted to be comfortable, traveling. But still, they were getting like hot towels back then. They were getting water. Here, they're not giving you anything. So here's what I did for the very first time. Hey guys, I see there's at least 8 people. That's good. Say hi, happy new year. What are you doing today? Are you going to eat? What time it is? It's early in here still, but for me it's late because I slept 5 hours yesterday. My flight was at 4:30 in the morning, go until 6. So I basically spent my entire evening day in the airport, which is nothing for me because I've looked a lot of places. I have spent Okay, looks like I'm live again. I don't know when it actually stopped. I'm gonna stay on the window so I don't doesn't go away. Anyway, um, yeah. So it was so I was not expecting that, but then I thought, okay, no big deal, flying. I actually did one thing I never done before. I ordered myself a meal in advance. And I didn't know how they proceed. Like they come to you, they already know now. They actually call your name, and since I was literally the only one who ordered anything, I mean, I was kind of put on the spot a few times. And they give you a bag, give you stuff, which was cool. So anyway, I get there, and then there's this 1 hour line, 1 hour line to get off Panama, even for the resident. And this is just Panama. Those are just people like from Colombia. So I don't get it. I don't get why it took so long. Hello, how you doing, Daniela? How you doing? Yes. Yeah, but unfortunately, I cannot bring friends. My son's in Florida celebrating New Year's Eve with my family. I'm alone in Colombia, so yeah, I don't have anybody. I'm gonna pay their flights or bring somebody with me to Panama. The reason I came is because I had to renew my visa, and I'm enjoying these 6 days I have here while I'm here, and it turned out to be cheaper on New Year's Eve, so why not celebrating in another country? And yeah, no, I'm a very talkative person. I meet people all the time. I make friends all the time. It's not. I'm just somebody who gets a lot of trouble in the past, so I try to lay low on the party. Or have too much fun because it usually end up kind of bad for me. So I try to keep it down, keep it good, keep it safe. Hey, you even after all the experience, if you know what I mean, if you a party person like me, and I'm talking all kind of trouble, like no tomorrow you cannot believe. I have story I never even told, and I cannot even believe. I remember last year, worst thing I've done, and I was only going out 3 times a year, and I go to El Salvador, and I just destroyed the nightclub, and it was just crazy all night party, and then I just spent hours trying to find my way back, and it was just end up sleeping by a clinic on the ground, and so lucky when I still had my bag and I wasn't dead, but anyway, so I'm being careful because too much fun, too much alcohol. Plus, I have a really bad sense of orientation. I have ADHD, so I get lost easy. So I try to remain, on the down low, how you say, but I am going to see a place close by, so I don't have to take a taxi. Um, but I'm waiting for them to at least start dancing, and once I'm a little more drunk, then I'll go there and I'll come back. Nothing too crazy. Hey there. Anyway, so I hope that you have a good time wherever you are. If you do something quiet, something responsible, stay safe with your kids, your family, your friends. Have a party or something. Anyway, so this my so yeah, it was weird because after the hour line, I did meet a few cool people there on the line who were pretty friendly, and uh, then he asked me a bunch of questions. They said I need to see your return flights, which good for me that I had one, but I didn't know you had to have one. So if you US citizen, French European Union citizen, you need a return flight in Panama. So that's something you need to know. The airport is small, it's very small, not like you expect. When I left from Medellin, Colombia, huge airport. You go to Panama, small. Anyway, friendly people, very friendly. It seems like Panama is using the US dollar. I keep getting disconnected. Yeah, that's the immigration office. They were welcoming you, that they were familiar with Venezuela, and there is nothing like Colombia in here. First of all, it's way more money. They don't have a tons of market booths and food stands outside. You don't have people on the street screaming, trying to sell you things like everywhere. It's pretty way more cultivated. I said like it's close to like Puerto Rico and Florida, and it's like a cheaper version of Florida basically. It's kind of like But of course, if you go to the beach area, and like when we drove through coming back here, uh, and the beach is beautiful, the view is beautiful. That's why I already noticed a bunch of tourists. And in one day, I heard more English speaker than I've heard in 3 months or 4 months. Sometime in Colombia, I can spend months before I even hear one person speak English or French or German or anywhere. So unless I really go to the castle area and all this, you know. But yeah, so it's not the same at all. So way more expensive. So get ready to spend. Otherwise, go to really trashy, scary place. Don't expect to find like cheap stuff on the side like you would find in Colombia or El Salvador or Guatemala. And it's way more guarded, so like a lot more protection over here. I feel like the vibe isn't so good. I don't really enjoy it. Now after I go to Central in the beach, then if I see after I see the canal, the boats, obviously I have a different idea. But for now, it's not that great. Um, First because I'm used to the high speed of people walking on the street trying to sell stuff, so I'm used to that, and they don't have that, and I'm used to have this chance to buy like cheap stuff, and then have this here. So that's one thing that's missing. And yeah, I did meet more English speaker than I haven't met in months, so that's another thing. And so far, I've seen a lot of tall building. But the good thing is that Panama City is close to the water and the beach and all this, so you can come and visit and go swim. And contrarily to Bogota and Medellin, where you don't have a beach close and you only have rivers, that's the good thing is, and you can go to swim. You can go to the beach, or you can take a boat trip. But it gets extremely hot. It's a nice room, but I regretted not having weight. I went down the street and realized I could have paid $10